Who will be our youth champion? Will it be Pepi Konsteri of Finland or David Barak of Slovakia? It's the youth stepladder final here in the Bowling Promotion Tour. And today's match does indeed feature 21-year-old Konsteri versus 17-year-old Barak. The youth division has a 23-year-old cutoff, so we took the high three qualifying scores of bowlers in that category to comprise our two-match stepladder. Konsteri will receive an 8-pin handicap by international rules, since this is mixed competition, and we will add that in when calculating the scores as the match progresses. Konsteri won the women's doubles with fellow Finn Elisa Hiltunen, while Barak won the men's doubles with partner Kenny B.O. So both Konsteri and Barak are seeking their second titles of this 2024-2025 Bowling Promotion Tour season. In our first match of this stepladder, it was Konsteri defeating Arnois Ambiel 236 to 220, and she did get an 8-pin handicap, so totaling 244. And now it is Konsteri versus David Barak, and I think we are about ready to go on our final match here. Our referee is determining who will start, and I believe it will be David Barak on the left lane. Barak will be throwing that signature purple hammer. He and partner Kenny B.O. started with the first 9 strikes in a row in their doubles final match to dominate. And it was Joe Crook and Arnois Ambiel that they defeated. So let's see how Barak does here. This gentleman has struck a lot more than he hasn't in these TV appearances. So let's see how he does here. And shots away, gets it out to the dry, turns up perfectly, and rips the rack. This gentleman has lots of power to spare. He gets those fingers deep into those finger holes in that purple hammer. And watch this ball come off the dry and turn up. He says it looks good. Comes up, look at the 6-pin annihilate the 10. And there is an opening strike for David Barak. Once again, we're on the Gateway Arch oil pattern, 42 feet, 9.3 to 1, 26 mils of oil. And now it's Pepi Konsteri. Had a very interesting match in the opener here in the stepladder. And there's a beautiful shot and dead flush. So give her the opening strike. Great shot there by Konsteri. And indeed, if we go across the two matches, Konsteri had the last 7 in a row in the last match against Ambiel. And so really, technically, this is her 8th strike in a row on TV, if we count it that way, but her first strike in this match against David Barak. Look at that ball go through the pins perfectly. That's a Rotogrip XL. A nice piece from that company. And now the left lane. Konsteri went open, and then 4 spares in a row, and then the back 7 in her last match, so she really got herself lined up beautifully. Let's see if she can keep it going here. And the left lane, looks like she might have lost it a little bit at the bottom. Goes out to the right, does not quite make the corner. And she's going to have an 8 count. That's going to be the 2-8 spare to convert. And you can see the ball coming up light. Luckily, she did not leave the 10-pin along with that to leave the impossible dream split, as we call it. So now she'll take that XL and go cross lane for the 2-8 conversion. Konsteri, of course, a full-time PWBA member at the young age of 21. And there's a shot, gets to the dry, goes across and converts the 2-8. So instead of 20 in the first, we're going to give her 28 with her handicap. And so she immediately has an 8-pin lead. Look at that line position, even on the spare. There's a good lesson. Even on the spare, you want to keep your balance, you want to hit your mark, and you want to make a quality shot to keep the ball in play. Now, Ken Barak hit this right lane. The right lane historically has been a little bit tighter through these matches, a little bit more oil. And let's see what Barak does with it. And gets it across the oil, turns it up, and he slaps the 10 for a double. And no problem there. That ball turned up just beautifully. And let's see where this crosses. He's way inside. Crosses about 17 or 18 board. And look at the ball turn up. Deflects a little bit through the pocket, but more than enough power for that 6 to go into the sidewall and slap out the 10. This is our 14th of 24 matches we're bringing you, including doubles, team, women's, youth, And Masters singles competition, that's coming up next, actually, our Masters stepladder. Bowlers from 8 different countries. All bowlers have bowled 18 games of qualifying at various locations around France, and those qualifying scores were used to determine seedings in the various stepladders. Here is Barak looking for 3 in a row, and that's way out to the dry, and he gets it back, and it comes up and slaps the 10 again. That's 3 in a row for Barak. I think we've seen him miss but once here on television. And look at this ball. That's crossing about 17. That gets out to about the 3 board, and it still bounces off that dry. Comes back up to the pocket, and once again slaps the 10. So that's 2 slap 10s in a row for Barak. And that gentleman is in control of his game and matches up very well with his patterns. Now Consteri, can she get back on the strike train? Great shot there, no doubt about it. We've got 5 out of 6 opening strikes here. And unfortunately for Consteri, she had the only miss, and that's going to mean a 12-pin deficit for her through 3 frames here. Consteri was overall 7th qualifier. She was 2nd among all women. She averaged 199 in her qualifying. And as we said, she is a full-time PWBA member. Now, can she double up here and get this match within 2? Gets it out, pretty good looking shot. Oh, it's high. Well, that ball bounced off the dry, so she didn't want to come light again, so she got it out to the dry. I think Consteri is seeing a lot more as we call wet dry. She had a ball go light the first time on this lane. She got it down the oil. Now she gets it out to the dry, and it hooks too much and goes through the beak for a 3-6 combination. And she has missed the pocket twice on this left lane, which is not a good sign when you're up against someone who has already thrown an opening triple at you. So she goes cross lane for the 3-6, and routine conversion there. But unfortunately, she may fight herself falling further behind to Barak here, as he seems completely lined up. And that's that plastic ball straight at the 3-6, and perfect cover there. Barak was the high youth qualifier and 2nd overall qualifier with a 225.8 average, 2nd only to Kenny B.O. in the 18-game qualifier. And here he goes out to the dry. Look at it. Will this one recover? Oh, not this time. He gets it off the dry. He gets it up, but he leaves a ring 10. And that is a good break for Consteri, to be honest. Breaks that string of strikes. And he rips it. He says, oh boy, I got that way out to the dry, but it comes back. He says, okay, I'll take it. This ball comes in behind the head pin now. In his last 2 shots, that 6-pin that wrapped around the 10 has kicked out that 10-pin. But this time now, look at the backup ball for the 10-pin conversion. We love that. And makes the 10-pin throw in the backup. Certainly with all that power of a 2-hander, he would have to really flatten the ball out if he went straight at it, so he chose to open the lane up and use the backup to shoot at the 10-pin. So good conversion there. And now it's an 11-pin advantage for Barak. That includes Consteri's 8-pin handicap. And let's see what Barak can do here. He's gone flush, slap 10, ring 10. Let's see what he does here. And look at that knee bend, get straight through that shot. No doubt about that one. Just flushes the rack. And beautiful shot there by David Barak. As we said, we have our Masters stepladder coming up. Watch this ball come off the dry. It just absolutely devastates the rack. And he uses that purple hammer because it's so controlled. Very nice shape in the mid lane. Drives through the pocket beautifully. Okay, time for Consteri to get her striking shoes on here. Try to keep up with Barak. She gets that one way outside, and unfortunately that's not going to recover. And that's going to be a 2-10 split for Pepe. She just got that ball way to the right. didn't see it at all, didn't recover off the dry. We'd hope so. It would come back from there, but it didn't quite. So unfortunately, this is almost a must make, I'm going to say. Even though she's only down a mark so far. And there's a good looking shot, and she converts. She converts the 210. Great shot there by Consteri. Takes that plastic spare ball and throws a dart right at the 2-pin. Here we go. Watch the 2 over to the 10. Takes it out. Beautiful conversion there by Pepe Consteri. That's a pro move right there to make that split. And good stuff. So keeps herself within 13. So now she's got a chance now to start striking here. And gets that out to the dry. That's got to look good. She gets it up to the pocket, and there's a flat 10. A good shot. First time hitting the pocket on that left lane. And now let's see if she can convert the 10-pin. Wouldn't anticipate any problems here. So I'll give a shout out to our friend Bruno Bidone, our organizer and executive producer of the Bowling Promotion Tour. And if you want to be part of this tour, you certainly could. Check out the Bowling Promotion Tour website. And wow, I gave her the credit for the conversion, and she barely converts on the 10-pin there. So check out the Bowling Promotion Tour website. They do record these in the late September, early October time frame. That's when they tour France and do the qualifying. And then we're here in Fontaine-le-Comte, a beautiful city about 200 miles southwest of Paris, where they tape the televised finals. And so if you have some time at the end of September, early October, and would like a beautiful tour of France, you might want to check out this tour. Now, Barak has missed once. Can he strike again? And does. Perfect shot there for Barak. This is what we were saying. Yes, it's only a 13 or 14 pin lead, but that can change very quickly. And now it just became a 24 pin lead for Barak, because this gentleman is lined up. He's thrown 5 out of 6 strikes, and watch this ball turn up to the pocket. So he likes to pat that rosin on the ball, and actually in a lot of competitions that is illegal to do. So if you're watching this and you think that you might want to do that, you certainly like those dry fingers and such like that, but in some places it's not legal because it's considered changing the outside surface of the ball. So make sure you check your rules before you start patting rosin on there. And there's a late turn, doesn't make the corner, and there is a 7 count. And now I'll say that it is Barak who's lucky now that he didn't leave the 10-pin with this combination. It is the 2-4-8 combination. He says, thank you, no 10-pin, no split, which would have given a completely different complexion to this match. But now he's got the 2-4-8. Now this spare is no bargain. And he comes straight at it, makes the conversion, and good cover there. So watch him spin this ball over into, almost goes too far over, but does convert the 2-4-8. So let's see where we are now. So a 21 pin deficit for Consteri. Now last time, this is about when she started striking and struck out. So let's see how she does here. Turns it up, gets the 10 to go. Good shot there. And Consteri finds the range, nudges that 10 out. Another beautiful shot. Her line position is impeccable. Perfect balance. All that leverage and power goes to the ball, and it works to knock out that 10. So good shot there. And now, can she double up? Get this down to an 11-pin match. We're in the 8th frame. So we have our referee coming in. What's going on here? Meanwhile, we'll tell you that our friend Marc Chavet, who is the voice of the Tour de France, is Bruno Bidone's broadcast partner for the French commentary here, and he will be offering an interview after this match, so stay tuned for that. There's another slow-mo of that 10-pin going out, so there we go. Might be a ball return. We've had several ball returns here on this pair. here at Fontaine Comte. The Sphère. And here's another shot of Barac's last strike, which was perfect. And a super slow-mo of this shot of Consteri right over the 12 board. And ends up in perfect shot there. Oh, I think we're back in the action here. So going into the 8th frame, very important for Consteri to strike and cut this down to 21 pins, down to 11. Very important shot here for Consteri. I would say the shot of the match here for her. And a good shot down the oil. Go ahead. And she gets it. Great shot there by Consteri and gets it to within 11, again with her 8-pin handicap. And now, I have to say, some pressure on young David Barac, just 17 years old. And yes, we've seen the man do nothing but strike, except for that last shot, which was light in the pocket on the left lane. Let's see what he does here. I will say Consteri just made this a match with that double. Big shot. And here is Barac. Of course, has ball in hand. He can strike out to take the match. Gets it way out to the dry, turns it up. That's been successful for him in the past, and he goes back to the well, and he makes it work this time. Barac is pacing to 226. Consteri pacing to 215, so it's an 11-pin match. Barac has a 256 possible, Consteri 245 possible. So again, 11 pins difference on the total possible scores for the matches. And so Barac would need to double here. Strike in the 9th, and then the 1st and the 10th, and then get 9 spare to guarantee a tie. Let's start with this shot. Gets it out and comes high for a 4-pin. This match just got even more interesting because now Barac's max just got to 235. 236, excuse me. So let's see if Barac can convert the 4-pin. Can't imagine any problem with that. And he does. So now he has 186 in the 8th, 236 possible. And 226 pacing. So let's see what Pepi Consteri can do here. She now has, she's pacing at 215. One more strike would put her in the 220s. And 2 more strikes or 3 more strikes would put her in the 240s and lock up the match. So Consteri actually has ball in hand here. If she can get all the strikes, she wins. And comes a plate and gets the roll on the 10. Oh, what a break for Pepi Consteri. It looked like a 7-10 there for a minute, but the head pin comes back across and takes out the 10. Watch this pin action. Watch the head pin. Comes jumping across the deck and rolls and rolls and rolls. Oh, yes. Bowler's best friend gets the messenger and takes out the 10 pin. So we are now within a 1-pin match. Is Consteri down just 1, and a double here locks it up. Can she do it on this left lane? She's missed twice on this lane. She comes up to the pocket and gets the mixer strike. Consteri, clutch shot for Consteri. Now she's forcing Barac to at least double, and one more strike here by Consteri, and the match is hers, and so is the youth title. And she says, oh, thank you very much. Here we go. Pepi Consteri through the back 7 in their last match. She's got the last 4 in a row now. What a pressure performer. And here she goes. And here we go. Let's get the second one to get her into the 240s. And can she do it? Yes, sir, for the match. And Consteri doubles in the 10th. And this is going to lock up the match for her because it's going to put her in the 240s. And the best Barak can do is 236. Back 5 for Pepi Consteri. Wow, what a clutch performance by this young lady. And again, add the 8 pins in there. Give her the 237. That'll give her 245. And that's the match. Wow. And she splits the rack. 245 with handicap for Consteri. And she takes the title. Wow, what a performance. Such exciting here. Look at this ball come up and shred the rack here for her fill ball. It was kind of inconsequential because she was already in the 240s, just needed a pin or two. And now, unfortunately, Barak, nothing he can do. The best he can shoot is 236. And he comes up for, gets the first pusher strike there, but again, not enough. Too little, too late. I think that 4-pin in the 9th frame was really his undoing. If he gets that one, he has a chance to go into the 250s and win the match. But unfortunately could not do it. So wow, another exciting match and another exciting comeback victory by Pepi Consteri, throwing, in this tight case, the back 6. In the first match, it was the back 7. So what a clutch performance by Pepi Consteri. Just goes to show that pros will look at a pair, they'll see how it's breaking down, see how it's changing, they make their adjustments, and then they throw strikes at the end of the game, which is exactly what Pepi Consteri did. So congratulations to her. She will win the youth title and her 2nd title overall here on the Bowling Promotion Tour. We will see her in the Masters stepladder coming up, and that will be on this same channel. And there's the backup shot, but not quite going to get it done. That's 233. So thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. This is an exciting finish to our youth stepladder. If you think the youth can't bring it, they certainly can. So this is a very, very good match. Great bowling to both players, and we will see you soon for the Masters stepladder coming up next on this same channel. And there's the celebratory hug. We'll see some statistics here, and then the interview with Marc Chavet. So good stuff. And here we go. And there's 237 plus 8 is 245 for Pepi Consteri, and that's enough. And then we have 8 strikes for each player, 4 spares, no opens. And Consteri, indeed, both times did not need her 8-pin handicap. And so there are the stats for you. And now we will present the interview with Marc Chavet.
Alongside David Barak, just after the wonderful final they had up against Pepi Consteri. Indeed, the Flying Finn getting the win. But David, Strikeminator, you left everything you had out there.
Yeah, I mean, I played good, but she played better. And that's why I lose. So she's a good bowler, I'm a good bowler, but only one can win.
That's such an elegant way of putting it. David, there was 2 opportunities that you missed during the matchup, indeed. And then Pepi, as you said, during the second half of the match, she was just unstoppable. And rhetorically speaking, it's very difficult to stop the unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, I made 2 mistakes, and she used these 2 mistakes to change the whole game. So respect to her for that. And I knew it's going to be a tough match. But I'm okay with the result because it was a very nice match. And congratulations to her.
We're going to welcome her in a few moments. Indeed, David, thank you so much. Strikeminator, always bringing a lot of positivity, a lot of energy to the lanes. Indeed, as we get ready to welcome Pepi Consteri, the champion in the under-23 category. Pepi, congratulations on a job well done here. Again, just like in the semifinal, it took the few frames to get into it, but then it was just like a non-stop demonstration, strike after strike after strike, strikes as if there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, at first I got a little scared. I even hit my ankle. I knew that with David, he's not going to leave me a lot of room for error. After the split, I was like, man, I have to get strikes. Not sure where I got them, but I got them. This time it was enough.
Yeah, so David was talking about the 2 mistakes that he committed throughout the matchup, and that kind of left you a window of opportunity to go out and do what you do best.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, we both gave each other chances. I did give him chances in the beginning with a couple bad shots, and he gave me, but I was the one who took them.
In the end, it's all about capitalizing on opportunity. Pepi Consteri, thank you so much, and thank you so much for being with us here on One Sport.